What's up with the obvious foreshadowing in this series? Seriously, I mean, in this episode, they already foreshadowed that Sachan was going to get in an accident and be in the hospital without even telling the future, because we were having an entire conversation about going down a mountain is a lot dangerous and you'll probably get yourself injured right when Sachan's future was revealed. So, I mean, pretty much, they're putting obvious foreshadowing all over the place in this episode and this series to begin with. One thing I want to bring up that's very obvious at this moment is that most likely these group of friends are going to be splitting up very soon, because we see a lot of romance development going on between these characters. We see these characters getting conflicted with their feelings, and at the same time, we know how romance is when one girl wants to be with another boy and so forth, and you have another girl that doesn't want to be with this boy, but the boy loves her. Well, you're going to probably see a lot of love triangles and probably some hatred, and at the same time, you're going to see some misunderstandings, because eventually we'll probably see that Yuki, the boy that confessed to Toka, come to her and probably forcefully kiss her, and most likely we're going to have the other girl that's in love with him watch it and probably notice it, and at the same time will cause a misunderstanding. They'll get in a fight and probably the friendships will break up, because I see how this anime series has been foreshadowing about friends and how they won't be friends forever. It's been doing that a lot, and it's really obvious at this point that's exactly what will happen at the course of the series, and that's the main in-game goal of this series of Toka. She has to fix her friendships with all her friends or they will break up. So overall, with the 3 episodes we have seen, it's good series so far. Since this is the 3rd episode, usually this is the episode that we could tell if we want to continue watching the series or if we want to drop it. So far from what I'm going to say is, I want to continue watching the series. The series is really good. I love the animation, but that's one key factor why I love it. It's because of the setting. The setting, the way the characters interact with each other are pretty interesting at the moment. I'm still trying to learn all the personalities, but still, the way the characters interact with each other makes Glasslip a really entertaining watch. And so these past 3 episodes have given me entertainment, so I'm definitely going to continue watching this series. Now, I want to talk about the animation from this episode. The animation, whoa. They were definitely probably trying to spend and waste time with those still frames this entire episode. Now, the animation looked good. It did. It looked really good. But there was a lot of scenes in this episode with the animation constantly having still frames through the course of this entire 3rd episode. I mean, it was really obvious if you were looking for still frames, because it was all over the place, and it really looked awkward in some scenes, especially with that car scene, when you see how the car skips back and forth to, like, it's down here, to up here, to up here. That looked really awkward and weird, the way the animation looked in that entire scene. That's probably one of the weirdest moments with the animation. It may look like they were just trying to make it easier and faster pace in that scene to where the car went up the mountain faster, but that entire way they did that animation was just there to save budget on CGI with the vehicle. So I find it interesting how they tried to save money with that scene, but at the same time, you can see that they're trying to save their budget up for something else. For instance, what are they using their main budget on in Glasslip? Because, I mean, the 1st episode looked really fucking beautiful. It did. But did they waste all their budget on that 1st episode, or is there going to be future episodes down the road that look so fucking godlike that we're going to be shocked? That's the big question I have right now. But the animation, it's not a major problem at the moment. It's not a big problem. It looks beautiful. I'm just pointing out those still frame shots that are riddled in this entire episode, because you see a lot of panning on those still frame shots, and I'm like, what the hell? So, the voice actors did their job this episode. The music was freaking beautiful. It's definitely suited the entire outdoorsy hiking scene that was in this episode. And we got a lot of character development with our 2 female characters this episode. Actually, all 3 of our female characters got character development. So, I feel like this episode was good. I don't have much complaints, honestly. Like I said, the only complaint I bring up in this episode is probably the foreshadowing, and at the same time, just the animation still frames. The foreshadowing, the reason why I'm complaining about that is because it's just so obvious that we technically don't even need that future foretelling, because, I mean, it's obvious. They just completely say it downright like something's gonna happen, pretty much. So, yeah, that's just one thing I want to say right now. Oh yes, I want to bring up one more thing before I end this review. A lot of people have been telling me that this reminds them of Nagi no Asakura. Hopefully I said the name right. It reminds them a lot of that series. I've been told a lot to watch that series. I never watched it. Don't know exactly how this series is similar to that series, because I thought Nagi no Asakura was like a supernatural series. I thought it was, but I really don't know. But so far, Glasslip, I definitely would recommend it for all slice of life fans, but at the same time, you want to see probably friendships tested. That's exactly what this series looks like it's going to develop into, and I like it so far. Let me know your thoughts about Glasslip so far, everybody. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What did you feel about these 3 episodes? Do you feel like this series is worth continuing? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.